Hi Virgo, this is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So happy New Year. I am here to do your 2021 forecast. So this is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can also take a look at your North Node and your Jupiter as well, because that can point to, your soul path and where things are heading for you on a soul level. Okay, so let's go ahead and see here what is coming in for Virgo. So, of course, this is a very general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. So, just take what feels like it's right for you. Take what feels like it fits. And if it doesn't, it may not be for you. So, just keep that in mind. And we're going to be looking at the entire year, what's coming in overall. So, nothing can be predicted with certainty. So, just, yeah, take that into consideration. All right, so we're going to go into the cards that I have already pulled here, and we are going to go into the tarot a little bit more. I have these little pre-written fortunes, so we're going to start with this actually, and we're going to see here, what are the three things that are coming in for Virgo in 2021? So Spirit, please use me as a direct and clear channel for the highest and greatest good for the collective Virgo energies. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. What is coming in for Virgos? What are the three things that are coming in for whoever's tuning in here? It's coming in for Virgo. Let's get one more. Okay, so this one flew out too, so I guess I'll take it. So we have 4 here for you. Let's see. Okay, so we have freedom. We have fun nights out. We have here relocating. And we have fated meeting. Wow, so that actually kind of goes together here. So I'm just going to jump around and kind of tell you what came through here. So the first thing that's really coming through prominently for you, Virgo, is I do feel like this is going to be a year for you to find harmony within love, okay? And the fact that we just had that card fated meeting that came up here too, for your love life, what came through, because this is kind of jumping out at me first here in the reading, we do have this card here, devotion. We also have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. We have this could be the one. And we have children here, which I do think for some of you, there might be something going on here with inner child healing, because we do have some uncover hidden secrets, inner child healing, but I'll get there in a minute. But I do think for some here, this is going to be a year where you are going to be finding what a harmonious partnership looks like for you, because I do feel like this feeling for you, Virgo, to where you're really wanting to maybe create this legacy, create this family, create this happy relationship, because at the bottom of the deck with this particular deck here, it did say, I am in a harmonious partnership. And so together with the other cards too, I think that's going to be a really big theme. Okay. And this could even be somebody that you come into a fated contact with, a fated meeting with here. This might be somebody new. It's really going to depend on your story, because I do feel like for some of you as well, there's a masculine character who's coming through. We have the rise of the masculine, and we have the emperor coming through. And I'm focusing on this because I think it's really going to be an important part of the year here, to where you really are going to, there's something that needs to be spoken about here, because we have this nightingale and the earthworm in reverse. And right in the middle here, we have the bear. And this all flew right on top here, or the emperor flew right on top of the bear. And then this rise of the masculine flew on top of here too. So this is, to me, the bear, even though it is, can be represented by feminine too. In this case, I'm seeing it as somebody who needs to take control here, needs to take the, leadership position. And so I do feel like different groups of you here are coming through. For some of you Virgos who are watching this reading, it's time for you to, this year is going to be time for you to really speak up. in terms of maybe what you have been holding back on, or what you need to kind of let out. And this could be on a couple different levels. This could be within your career. It could also be within your partnerships here, needing to kind of expose what you have been wanting to say, or what you have been wanting to speak up about here. Because we do have this too, bust out of your cocoon. Be true to yourself. We have nurture yourself first. Reflect on your truth. And because here we have this card too, Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. So I'm getting, again, two different kind of distinct groups of you here. For some of you, there is going to be a need to kind of clear up or tie any loose ends here, especially in your partnerships and your relationships. So if this is for some of you coming out of a relationship, coming out of a partnership here, this is going to be the year for you to really find peace within that. And if that requires you having to speak up, if that requires you having to, you know, maybe expose something that you've been wanting to say, or kind of close out doors, then I think that's going to be also a part of it too. And then for another group of you though, I do feel like there could be somebody here who is going to be wanting to communicate with you, wanting to maybe work together on something with you, because of the fact that we have the masculine and the Emperor. But for some, it is just your masculine side. But I do feel here there's just a need to kind of come into harmony, let go of the need to be right. So if some of you have been kind of in a power struggle with a partner, maybe an ex-partner, maybe a current partner, it's going to be really about speaking honestly, speaking truthfully, and really finding how to build from there, really finding freedom if that's what you're looking for, or just finding a way to kind of, you know, make amends or to come into peace. So if you've been holding some pride, I think it's going to be a lesson for you to kind of let go of that pride, and that could be vice versa as well. We have here, I am positive and I am growing. We have the stag, which is also masculine too, trust and thrive. So there is quite a bit of masculine energy coming through with the Emperor here and this card as well. So I feel like this is a need for growth. It's a need for trusting and growing. And like I'm getting a very stable energy when it comes to trust, when it comes to building connections, or, you know, reestablishing connections based out of trust. Or this is just you as well coming into kind of your own when it comes to trusting yourself, being true to yourself here, and only building on, you know, solid foundations, only building on things that are going to grow moving forward. And that's going to be a part of it for you too. We have the Hermit here, retreat and recharge, and it's coming right next to this stag. So I feel like, and this is your energy here, Virgo, the Hermit. So a lot of you have been going through some reflection. Maybe you have been kind of in this hibernation here with the bear. And it is time to kind of bust out of this cocoon, is what Spirit's saying here. It's time to begin to move forward. It's time to find your flow, find what is really going to create this legacy for you. So if this means you having to go into a different direction, if this means having to trust yourself elsewhere, and it could even be relocating, because we did have that card relocating too. So maybe there is something for some of you to where you're going to be finding some freedom this year when it comes to relocation, and maybe just moving away from a current environment here that has been either stagnant for you or that has been kind of restricting you. And if that's the case, then you do need to kind of trust in this, trust in yourself here. We have set your sights higher too, the stargazer. So yeah, this is really connecting as well, because there's a need for you to set the sights higher for yourself and for what you can accomplish and what you can be. So if any of you have been, there's something about muting or being silenced here. So I'm not sure how that could relate for some of you, being kind of silenced, feeling silenced, or somebody here who you're connected to has been making you feel silenced, or this is just your own kind of struggles, but there's something that needs to kind of come out here. And I do feel for maybe some of you here, we have inner child healing and we have uncover hidden secrets. And then next to that, we have don't trust everyone. So these all came out together, which is really interesting. There may be a feeling here to where there is something to do with having to kind of work through your inner child here. And for some, this could be connected to your family. This could be connected to maybe something that is going to be uncovered this year, or some form of secret, or some form of, again, exposure of something that has to kind of come out here. Maybe some of you have been silencing yourselves because you have been hiding something or feeling ashamed of something. But there is a need this year to really get back into peace and get back into alignment here with yourself after coming out of maybe this hermit mode here, and to trust in yourself, maybe take on a masculine approach or connect with masculines if you're feminine, who are going to uplift you, masculines who are going to be the right partners for you. Maybe some of you are transitioning out of an old connection into a new connection, or you're just going to be focusing more on the people, especially masculines, who are going to build with you. And I do think that's going to come in for some of you, since we have soulmate and we have this could be the one. We do have children here. So there is something about children. And for some, this is the inner child. Or maybe you have children. You could have children here with somebody currently. Or this is something that you are still dealing with from your past, maybe. And so this message won't be for all of you, but if you do have somebody who's kind of in your life still from the past, especially a masculine who has been kind of controlling for you, or even maybe a father figure, there is a need this year to really take back your power and to voice your truth, your opinion, be true to yourself, nurture yourself first. So there is definitely a focus here this year for you to really nurture you, to really be true to you. And there's something about a truth, though. Reflect on your truth, and the truth here, uncover hidden secrets. So whatever basically has not been truthful, whatever has not been authentic, whatever you have not felt has been truthful to you, is going to need to kind of be clarified this year. And I do feel it's probably heavily related here to love or to family is what I'm getting. Yeah, the world in reverse and the judgment. See, this is all about stuff from the past. And for some of you, if this does not relate to you, you could be connected to somebody here who is kind of still in your life and who is dragging this, maybe their own issues into your life. And same kind of thing, though. There's a need for you to set those healthy boundaries for yourself and to ensure that you're not draining your own energy because of this individual. So we do have here carrying connections in reverse, the thinking woman, and we have walking away in reverse. So that's again kind of connected here. We have the lovers, we have the King of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then the Ten of Pentacles was kind of sideways, just like this. So that is connected again with the Ten of Pentacles to our foundation, our family, our marriages, our ancestry. So whatever has been established here. So there's something about a legacy being involved, something about a long-term investment. And it's either going to be that you're coming out of that, you're coming out of a marriage, or you're making the decision to do that, or you're coming into a togetherness with somebody here who is going to want to establish this with you. But this is coming after, a lot of maybe pain, a lot of on one or both ends here, and a need to maintain the peace and to bring peace into all relationships that could be involved, if that makes sense. So it's about clearing the past in order to allow a new legacy or new growth to emerge here. And that's going to be the focus for you. So remember to set your sights higher. Anything that's not bringing you that satisfaction or that truth or that stability, there's a need to set your sights higher this year and to be true to you, however that could fit in to your life here. But it does feel central around connections. Yes, the sun in reverse with the Four of Swords beneath that. So this is something that you've been healing. Again, the Hermit came through, the other cards about that too, and the sun in reverse. So there's just something that has not been fully exposed in terms of clarity, in terms of what makes you feel like, I'm getting the sunflower here, is not fully blossomed for you. So something is creating this maybe confusion for you, or something has been creating a lack of happiness. So it's like something's been dormant here, or an arresting period. And this is going to be a need to find this clarity. So let's get a few more cards here. We do have here past life relationship in reverse at the bottom. So for some, you might be either releasing a karmic contract, or you're working through a spiritual connection with somebody here, which kind of feels like that with the Lovers that came through as well. And there's a need for you both to find that clearing and to find that clarity. Something has been needing to come into peace, or needing to come into some form of expression. I keep getting that, like communication or expression. Something has been muted or silenced, or you have not trusted in your own voice. And maybe some of you have had an issue with boundaries. It could be that you have in the past not really set healthy enough boundaries, and that's going to be a part of it. If you feel like you need to express that, if you feel like you need to come into truth about that, then that's going to be a lesson for you to bust out of this cocoon here, to be true to you. Okay? There's a lot of thinking here. We have the thinking woman that came through, and we also have silent contemplation, complex love, and seeking the answers. So something is being sought after. Some answers are trying to come through. So I feel like some of you may have a decision to make this year, especially within your relationships, within love, and also within your family. For some, if that pertains, yeah, deep perspective. So there's definitely a need to find deep perspective. So if any advice here for you, Virgo, is to really find the time to reflect, find the time to find clarity, because this is going to be essential to you having a deeper perspective. Something is deep, something is not uncovered yet, and I'm not sure what that is. It feels like it's a personal thing, or it feels like there's some truth that needs to come out, connected to you or connected to somebody that you are connected to, that might change everything. And this could be in a positive way. You know, it could be somebody who wants to tell you about their experience, or try to build something with you that's going to bring harmony into the situation. And then for others, this is you needing to maybe go deeper within your own wounds to try to uncover who do you need to trust and who can you not trust. And that could be a part of the truth. That could be a part of you setting your sights higher. What connections or connection has not brought you that? Yes, the firefly, illumination. See, look at that. The sun and the firefly. Exactly. So something has not been illuminated. Me, myself, and I. There's just a lot of self energy. That is the advice for you, to really focus on yourself. And it's not that you have to focus on yourself the whole year. It's more of like something within yourself is going to give you the truth. So something is being illuminated. See how the light is shining too, beneath the moon. the hero's journey. So what's coming in for Virgo in 2021 overall? Yes, forgiveness. We have mercy and forgiveness. We have stress and negativity in reverse. So you're releasing some form of stress. See, this flew right on top of the peacekeeper. So whatever this stress has been for you, it feels like an internal battle, but at the same time, it feels like it could be connected to somebody here that you need to forgive, or a family member, or some form of wound here. See, we have find the cure in reverse. So the best way I can summarize this is that it feels like there's something that needs illumination. There's something that needs a cure for you this year. And it's going to be essential to find that and to heal that, because that's going to be a part of where you're heading next and what comes in for you. And it does feel like it's going to be connected here to your love life as well. Some illumination that has to happen for you around love. Deserved reward and purpose in reverse. And we have Archangel invoke the guardians in reverse. Yeah, there's a little bit of a disconnection here from spirit somehow. But it's not that you're disconnected from spirit, because that's not the right word. You're not disconnected, but something is, how should I explain? Something is keeping you disconnected within your own energy. 9 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you're not fully living out your true identity or your true purpose here. And this is central around what has been keeping you weighed down, stress and negativity. So if this is something purely personal, then you might have a lot of truths come out this year around your inner child, around where you have been needing to heal those aspects. And that's going to be a part of when you heal that, you're going to come into alignment with not only spirit, but maybe even a connection here as well. Because there's a block to the full positivity or the full growth here that you could be. And it's because of this blockage that keeps coming up here within your voice, or within something that you need to kind of come to terms with, or express, or communicate, or find out. So try to take a deeper approach here to what that is that's keeping you in that state of maybe negativity, or maybe you just feel pressured or weighed down here. Remember to trust and to thrive. Remember to take on the role here of this stag, and to really move forward with confidence, move forward with your power here. I also saw the eagle that came up for you as well, so you could connect with the eagle. So what's coming in this year for you, Virgo, 2021? And so with that relocation, some of you might be relocating, as I said, that the 4 of Wands, which is about your home, your stability, 3 of Pentacles reversed, and the 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah, I do feel like there is, for some, a feeling here of having to rebuild something, and you're either doing this separately. Let me see here. What's coming in for love for Virgo this year? What's coming in love for Virgos this year? Yeah. We have the Justice card and we have the Death card here. And then we have the 9 of Wands with the Knight of Wands, both in reverse. So I feel like there's a major shift that's happening for you in love, okay? And again, there's a couple of different stories I'm getting. For some of you, you're just coming into a closure of something, or a very monumental ending into a possible new beginning. So that could mean a couple of different things. It could be that you have been, maybe you've been, I don't want to say waiting, but maybe you have been kind of in this place of trying to work something out with somebody who may have had a different connection, or may have had to make a choice, or you have to make a choice. And there's going to be a shift happening this year. into where you are going to get your justice. This justice came out for Virgo a few months ago too. So either way, I do feel like you're going to be dealing with somebody here who you're going to progress a relationship with, but it's going to have to be a devoted connection, if that makes sense. So if you've been in a situation to where you're having to remove yourself from a connection that has not been giving you that devotion this year, you're going to be finding your justice because you're ending this and you're moving to a new stability, maybe even moving, across the country or the world or whatever. So in turn, you're going to be getting this Four of Wands in the form of your home, your stability, your legacy. That's going to start to build for you after you potentially, for that group of you, remove yourself. And this would be if you probably have a family with somebody, or if you've been dealing with somebody here who you may have they have not been giving to you. They have not been giving to you equally here. There has been maybe other people involved. And this is something that maybe you need to voice or that you need to express, or you're going to be receiving this expression or this honesty. Let's get a few more. Yeah, see, we have a waiting heart, one-sided feelings and the other half missing. That's the thing I'm kind of getting here, that maybe some of you have been waiting for something. And if that's the case, and there's going to be a need to ensure that this is not contributing to your stress and negativity or your lack of progress forward. See, we have starting a legacy twice here. So there's something about that. So let's see what else. What's coming in for Virgo this year in love? Some of you are going to be starting a family. If you feel like, that resonates with you, or maybe you're having children, because we have children. What's coming in for Virgo this year in 2021? Yeah, I think for most of you, there has been a situation that has been on the run. We have ghosting, disappearing. We also have I will never forget you. And we have blinded by the light. So when I see this card, this is talking about somebody that you may be on a different vibration from. So this could be a karmic connection, a soulmate connection here. And there's a desire to spend time together, but maybe there are circumstances that don't allow you to come together here fully. And so this is going to be something that you have to come to terms with this year, is that it's time for you to build on solid foundations, because here's the road to home. So it's kind of like you're transitioning from one phase or one relationship in order to make the choice to move to a higher level of commitment, a higher level of love, universal consciousness. Yes. And so anything that's not going to contribute to your legacy moving forward, or the right partner who's going to give you that legacy, then you're not going to deal with that, or you're being encouraged not to do that, or to give that any more attention. And so that's going to be a part of it here, is that you're going to be clearing that this year and being true to you, even though there's a connection here that I feel you might have that is very it's very strong maybe. And maybe somebody's going to work through this with you, but for the beginning of the year, there's going to be a lot of lessons around having to be on the same page with somebody spiritually. So if this person's not going to be on the same page as you with the Knight of Wands reversed, maybe they're very in and out of your life, and you are on a different level, you're on a different playing field this year, and this is going to be your justice. And in turn, you could have a fated meeting here. I'm not sure if this is the same person that you've been dealing with, or this is somebody new, but either way, I think you're going to be having a higher level of love coming towards you here once you kind of let this stress and negativity go from the past here. And this is something that the lesson for you this year is to speak your truth, speak your voice, and to not dull this here. If you have to say something, then say it, okay? it's like yes, there could be a masculine here who is beginning to evolve, but until they can fully evolve, until they can fully give you in return what you're looking for, then this lesson is still going to happen. So depending on how fast they can grow or how this progresses, some of you, this person might grow into wanting to evolve with you, and it's just going to depend. But just listen to your heart and listen to your intuition, and remember to put yourself first this year. And I think the rest is going to kind of come naturally for you to find your, your reward here, this L soul. Okay, so the last cards that we have here. So you're being encouraged to work with herbs. We have the natural world has a wealth of knowledge and healing for you at this time. Explore herbal remedies, holistic health, and other ancient practices that have something to teach you. Touch the earth. So some of you might be called to work with herbs or to connect to the earth, and that's going to be a sign for you that that's a good thing to do. We have find a sacred space in which you can feel find a sacred space in your home or anywhere that you feel drawn to. Dedicate this space to finding comfort, safety, and prayer. Make this spot your altar or safe haven when times get tough or as a daily connection. Okay, and then balance and open your crown chakra. Get in touch with your feminine side, the part of you that is nurturing, intuitive, compassionate, and emotionally in tune. This will bring you more balance. So that's going to be a part of it too, is to really find a sacred space. Maybe this is where you're going to be doing your reflection, and to build on that sacred connection here with spirit and also with your feminine side, your intuition, to make wise choices moving forward, and to really ascend towards your next step in your life, the next stage in your life, which I feel is going to be creating stability. And it does feel like you're going to be meeting that partner who's going to do this with you, but it's going to require the right choices to make first, and that's going to be a part of it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Freedom. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there. I hope that this could help you, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the month, and I'll talk to you next time. All right, much love.